All right, so opened up the second batch. Looks pretty good. This is all mango. So it looks like it cooked pretty good, even the bigger pieces, chunks. So not a bad haul of firewood there. Charcoal. Yeah, even that cooked really good all the way through. So that looks good. This turned out to be a good deal. We can make a lot. We got all that wood to make fire charcoal with. All right, so from that burn, we got all of that. And then we had a pile. What we're kind of learning is the parts at the top of the barrel get cooked a lot better than the parts at the bottom of the barrel, which makes sense because the heat rises. But like these are all the parts that are partially cooked. So we got about half and half, but these were all the bigger ones. And towards the inside of the barrel, where the pipe is, they cook a lot better than on the outside, which John Dahl says to put insulation around this, but to find some, the insulation that he used was like a ceramic fiberboard. I have no idea where to even start. I haven't looked on, well, I have looked for insulation in the past, and all I can find is like the bad insulation and stuff, but haven't searched for the ceramic fiberboard specifically yet. So I'll get that and do that. But I think if you can add some insulation, this was only a 4-hour burn. We started at 9 and we left at 1 o'clock yesterday. So we stoked it for 4 hours and then left. And I was planning on 6. And if we would have gone 6, that would have all turned. So it's really important to try to have all the same size wood. It helps to cook even more evenly, but it still all turns, all the small stuff. This was just junk from the first batch, because a lot of that was bad wood, but this was all mango. So that all turned out really well. Barrel inside's getting a little bit crusty with the creosote, I would guess, is from chimney work. I'd say that's just creosote, and the main pipe is still nice, and you can see the holes were drilled. So yeah, it's looking, that worked good. On this next burn though, I'm gonna build up a proper pit and we have a bunch of these bricks right there. So I'm actually gonna cement and brick those to make a good stable level base, and try to eliminate any of the holes from around the edge of the bucket, because with these bricks, you know, in the corners we had little exposed areas. But now, once I place the barrel on there, I'm gonna build this up so that we don't have any of those exposed holes, and we should get a lot cleaner chimney effect going up through the pipe, and we can keep this stoked really well and keep it burning. So that's step for number 3. But this has been pretty interesting, I will have to say that. It's super easy, and it's a heck of a lot cleaner to get that much firewood. They either dig a pit, load it in there, or they just make a mound of dirt. You know, they take banana leaves and put over the top and put dirt on it and get it lit up, and then they have to kind of monitor that it's kind of smoking. Very little oxygen in it, but it takes 2 or 3 days for that to process. But this was 4 hours. So one day we made a barrel full of charcoal, so not too bad. And what's the grand total worth of the charcoal that we made today? maybe 70 baht.
โอ้ย100 more.
Oh, 100. That one bag you think is worth 150 baht?
Buy before 300 baht one bag.
One bag, $10, 300 baht. But we can go to Uncle's house and buy a small bag for 50 baht. I'd say that was 2 of those bags, so I was being on the conservative. But so yeah, it's not a profitable venture. You won't retire selling charcoal in Thailand. So, fellas, if that's what you're hoping and watching for, it's not going to be charcoal, at least not on this scale. So, how to lose money. I should change my channel to how to lose money in Thailand. So yeah, that cost 500. That's 750 baht for that setup. If you include the welder for 8,000 baht, yeah, you're not making money fast. So, but such is life. It was fun for a couple days, and it's flipping hot again today, and they say it's going to be like this for the next 60 days. So, yeah, air conditioner was on last night. You can see the windows are closed, so I was hot. Goy slept outside without the air conditioner, but I was hot. So, all right, folks, that's Adventures in Charcoal, episode 2. Got the electric guys here, gonna set a pole across the street. They got all the power shut off for this, which they're working close to the lines, and they have 0 safety equipment. So in the States they do that. Sorry, cop. They do it with the power on, but these guys just don't have the safety equipment. I mean, look at the, let's see. Look at the harness this guy's got on. He's just got a belt harness. Not much of a fall device. Didn't even go between his legs or anything. And he's the one that's gonna. The other guy's climbing up that pole. They just don't have any quality equipment. They all got boots on, which surprises me. Saw these guys at lunch yesterday. They were sitting at the little restaurant down the road. They said, yeah, we're turning off your power tomorrow. I said, good, thanks for telling me. They put notices around the village, but I don't think they told anybody today. They might have had it on the announcement, but Goy doesn't tell me either. So the joys of living in Thailand, the surprises come every day. This is how Goy's uncle-in-law got electrocuted. He had one of these trucks. He was actually pulling the old poles out, and the load shifted, and they were working near the high voltage lines overhead, and he got electrocuted. He was operating a truck doing what that guy there is doing, and it killed him. So these guys just don't have any safety equipment, so that's why they turn off all the power, and can't blame them. Came and got the hole dug. I didn't even see him digging the hole, but they got that done yesterday evidently. We went to town for a little bit to buy some steel. Repositioning for some reason. I don't know if they're not going to lift that with this truck or what they got going on. They just set it over the hole, but the guy's rigging it like it's going to lift it. Maybe they just need to be farther away. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to move over a little bit. he's got going on. Safety third. Oh, they're gonna go untie that wire. It's a hot wire feeding that light. No OSHA here. Imagine your local power company doing this. A dude would be fired in 5 seconds. Yeah, they'll get that line removed, get the pole set, and then they'll come back. There's definitely a pecking order on the crew. The 2 young boys, they get stuff prepped. The older guys, got the one old guy, he's the boss in the cowboy hat. And the older guys get all the important jobs, and the 2 young fellows here, they do all the, get the bolts and get the hardware and get all that stuff going. What do they got? Trying to see what he's got. Let's see if we can get a. So what he's got on his feet is just like a stirrup and a little rod sticking out towards the inside. So he's got a rod on each foot that he goes and sticks in each one of these holes, and that's how they climb the pole. So he's got to line his foot up with the hole in the pole to climb it. Man, that's got to hurt your feet. And he's just in tennis shoes. He doesn't have any work boots. Oh, the other guy's got work boots except for the boss. And it is about 95 degrees today too, so this ain't easy work. It's a hot one today. That's his shoes, so he's just actually little bungees. It's homemade as can be. Alright. Got the pole choked. Going up in between the two wires. Hence, this is why they shut the power off.
มีกุญแจยังกุญแจเลื่อนอ่ะเอาของคุณไป
Those little things right there, those little chetties, it's where they put people's ashes in. I don't know why it's right in front of that house, but the temple's not too far away, but it's right on the edge of the property line. See, like our house is, she's got the fence set way back. You would think our property line's clear up here, but this is all easement. And he's just spotting it. Old Eagle Eye. Let's go check Old Eagle Eye.
Đi buồn ní đừng quá, đi buồn ní đừng. Ao cột luôn. Cột. เอาลูกกล้วยใส่เอาเลยประกับใส่หิ้วเลยประกับนี่ไปเลย
There he goes off to work.
เอาไปเต็มๆผมนะเดี๋ยวประกับใส่ป้ายบนน่ะอยู่บนไปเลย
Look at
กล้วย
that
ใส่
sand.
ลูกนึงลวดมัดมี2 เส้นไอ้โอมหัวท้าย2 เส้น
Dude's getting out his umbrella, getting a little hot. He's just free climbing, doesn't even have his rope around the pole. Damn. That's literally just a rod underneath his foot. That's got to hurt. We used to build the IMAX screen. We'd have to stand on those on the poles, and they were at least fairly large. But man, that hurt your feet after a couple hours. We're standing on a ladder rung. So we used to always buy steel shank boots. So you had that piece of steel sitting underneath your foot flat. Cause that hurts. About 10-15 minutes of standing on that hurts. And he's got to do it. Good part of the day. So get set. There he goes. Got one on each side. Finally hooking around. Oh. Damn. Let's see, he's got to sit there. But all his weight right there on the arch of his foot. That hurts.
ความสามารถเฉพาะตัวใส่ให้ได้
He's got to take those brackets they lifted it with and then flip those to the bottom. So what I just noticed, and I asked the boss man what they were doing, and they're running three-phase. Right now they only have the two-wire, so they're going to run three-phase down here because when the temple has a party, they just suck too much electric. And maybe speculation here, but maybe they're going to upgrade the pump on the water system, and they need three-phase for a high-power pump. Just guessing, but pretty big deal because they're running new poles all the way down the road, or more poles basically. So that's an existing pole, and that's an existing pole, and then they putting one in the middle, and same thing down there. They're just sticking another one. So maybe the three-phase needs shorter distance between poles, keep the wires from touching. This is my guess. Again, it's just a guess, but about 20 minutes for this whole thing. Not too bad. That's still a long time on those spikes for that kid, man. I know his feet gotta be hurting.